Hello everybody, and welcome to the Healthy Orange Movie Reviews' first installment of our Hollywood Heroine series. I'm Bennett Campbell Ferguson, and today I'm going to be talking about Sandra Bullock's amazing performance in Gravity. So, why Gravity? Well, quite honestly, it was hard for me to pick a favorite performance of hers. She's done so many amazing things, from the rapping scene in The Proposal to the notorious twisty bobcat pretzel sequence of 2 Weeks' Notice. But I believe Sandra Bullock's performance in Gravity is unique in that it shows how she can combine seriousness and humor to create incredibly human characters who are complex and relatable and just instill the movies they're in with incredible life. So for those of you who don't know, in Gravity she plays Dr. Ryan Stone, an astronaut who gets stranded in orbit around Earth and has to make her way through this field of debris to a space station where she can get a space capsule back to Earth. And the funny thing is, essentially for a while you just hear a lot of Ms. Bullock's voice. You hear like radio communications between her and other astronauts, and you can only see so much of her face through her spacesuit, through her helmet. And so you might think this would be a handicap, be a problem. But and there are some ways the movie sort of works with those restrictions. She goes inside different capsules and stations and whatnot, so you get to see her with her helmet off a bit, and that gives her a chance it gives us a chance to see her act with her face more. But in every moment, the emotion remains strong, whether she's floating in orbit or taking refuge in some kind of orbital station. You really go on a journey, and it's Sandra Bullock's performance that takes you on that journey as she goes from being panicked and completely out of control and not sure what to do to becoming a little more determined to survive, to falling into utter despair, and then rediscovering a sense of defiance that she's going to live, that she's going to fight to live. And in the mixture of all this mad emotion, Ms. Bullock gives us an incredible range of strangeness and genuine feeling. My favorite moment from her is when she somehow taps into some kind of a radio communication, and she hears this guy speaking in another language, and she hears his dogs in the background, and she starts howling like a dog in kind of this goofy way, and it's a really strange moment, and it's just to see like this character, this astronaut, suddenly start imitating an animal. And I love it. It's so amazing how Ms. Bullock is able to find the humanity of that, because really that's what humanity is. We're eccentric. We do bizarre things. We've all done something as strange as howling like a dog. It's what makes us who we are in a lot of ways. And yet there's another dimension to this whole sequence where she, after howling, just slowly starts to break down crying. And for me, she manages these intense emotions without being histrionic and over the top. She makes the emotional breakdown seem very, very natural, very, very real. And yet, at the same time, it's there's there's enough intensity to it that the movie doesn't feel too cool or detached. She brings the passion and the emotion, and it's a great part of why the film is so wonderful and successful. Now, obviously, Gravity is a movie that depends on a lot of artists, not least of which is the Oscar-winning direction of Alfonso Cuarón and the Oscar-winning cinematography of Emmanuel Lubezki, who also did incredible work on films like The Tree of Life and To the Wonder. And also a huge part of it is the screenplay by Mr. Cuarón and his son Jonas, which wasn't nominated for an Oscar, but certainly should have been. But I do think that the movie wouldn't work without Sandra Bullock. She's the center of the movie, and the joy of the film is going on this traumatic yet ultimately inspiring journey with this one character, and the fact that that character is her and that she's so human and so eccentric and so moving in the role, that is really what completes the film and makes it unmissable.